So she's gonna talk about what she does in regards to insurance, and she brought us banana bread and some fruit. So thank you so much.
Aloha, so that's my grandma's secret weapon, no secret recipe. So go ahead and try it out. There's some strawberries and banana bread. So I'm just gonna kind of talk a little bit about myself, briefly what I do. I do not have any slides. So Sasha had mentioned, just share about it, and talking from the heart is where I operate the best. So I'm a born and raised Maui girl, very passionate. So you probably gonna hear them as I'm talking. I lived here my entire life except 2 months. I moved to Oahu after I graduated to go to school for nursing in Oahu. I'm a Maui girl, like I said, couldn't handle. Came back here because I was always late to everything. But I would leave 5 to 10 minutes before. Horrible. But I went to school for nursing and I didn't end up finishing that. And I took a break from nursing after I finished my prereqs. I dabbled in the financial industry at that time, and then I served adults with disability for about 8 years of my life. I'm a mom of 4, and I'm very, very, yeah. I want to give myself a tap on the back every day for making it through. I have kids ranging from 11 to 1 years old, and so it's a very busy time, but that is why I'm so passionate about what I do. I'm also an esthetician by trade. So I've been a business owner since I was about 18 years old. I worked since I was 14 because my parents, they struggled to survive here. But being that I'm in front of a lot of real estate agents, they did everything correctly. They bought their first house. They bought a townhouse when I was little. We moved to a regular house later. So I've always been passionate about home and making sure that families can stay here even from a young age. When I was a kid, I used to draw up business plans and like buying my own home since I was, probably 5 or 6, so which is pretty unorthodox, right? And my goal was to buy a home before I was 25, but I did that when I was about 28. So not too far off, but made it happen. So I am an esthetician by trade. I have a shop in Wailuku that's now running its own, and I do this full time. So with that, some things that I get to do here is make sure you guys, I work for financial brokerage. You guys work for real estate brokerage. You guys connect people with homes. I connect people with financial strategies that can keep them in their home, even in the toughest times, right? We all know that illness does not discriminate, right? So yes, a lot of who's familiar with life insurance and how it works. Yeah, I know she's very a believer in life insurance. She has some stories for that, but traditional life insurance was created for when we passed away. So not the funnest topic to talk about. Now I get to assist in the community to make sure that when they buy their house from you guys, they can stay in it if some kind of medical condition happens. When I started this company, I started 3 years ago, 3.5, during the shutdown. So my shop got shut down, my income got swiped. I had 3 kids at that time, so I'm part of the quarantines. I added one of those. So the rise of the quarantines is what they said, yeah. So I had 3 kids at home that were out of school, so I became a teacher. And my mom was just diagnosed with cancer 1 month before I even seen what this business was about. So it was pretty bittersweet for me because we do living benefits, full living benefits, might I add. So we cover a lot of things. Like I said, illness doesn't discriminate. I'm 33 years old. My best friend has been battling stage 4 liver cancer for the past 5 years. In our early 20s, her late husband died of leukemia 2 weeks after finding out. So making sure that I can help protect people's income so they can still pay for that mortgage, right? I think the last thing that any of you as realtors want to see is somebody getting to that home and then they cannot work due to some kind of medical incident and their income gets wiped, yeah. So I get really passionate because it happens all the time. All the time. We come from Maui where fundraising is prevalent. That is all we know, and all we do is show you chicken, lau, car wash, banana bread. All of that is just what we're used to. So I'm trying to shift the dynamic in the community's mindset because I get it. I am part Hawaiian. Hard to tell at this point, but my grandma's side is from Oahu, and they were the first and last lay stand in Waikiki. So I understand gentrification. I understand being pushed out of things because we no longer can afford or keep up with the demand and follow with corporate companies, right? I'm also from the hood, okay? Born and raised Happy Valley, so I've seen a lot of struggle there. But what I also seen is a home get passed down to my grandparents, right? And I've seen them struggle paycheck to paycheck, even though I think it was just 5 years ago, my grandma said, yeah, I paid off my house, and she's in her late 70s now. I want to see more drastic changes. I want to see less struggle. When my mom had cancer, when she was diagnosed, first two things I asked her, and I wasn't even back in the insurance industry. I have 11 years collectively in finance. So I did insurance when I was like 18 to 21, weird. And then I also did 1-1 financial for about 5 years. So I know you guys had Alan recently. And so one thing about that is doing 1-1 financial, you gotta have positive cash flow. And I get to help people to do that so they can still run their systems if that's something that they do, right? I get to make sure that they can still pay for all their kids' needs and their gas and their food. So when my mom was diagnosed with cancer, the first thing I asked her, I said, hey, get life insurance. She goes, small kind should work. I said, oh, okay. I said, oh, how about your retirement? She goes, I kind of went take out some, yeah. And I said, okay. So we had to figure out a way, no worries. We had to figure out a way how to make sure that her income, her mortgage was still going to be paid. And so I knew that her sick leave, TDI, vacation was going to dry up within really fast. And it was within the first 6 months. She was out for 2.5 years. And so thankfully, real estate, right? I said, Mom, turn your master bedroom into a rental right now so that you can go ahead and stimulate some income when it dries up, because it did. She was incomeless for 2 years. Thankfully, my mom and dad lived together and he still works and capable of doing that. But could you imagine if he couldn't even do that either? What are we gonna do? I gotta take care of it. I'm the oldest. And so with that, during the pandemic or a little after, I believe, does Celeste work here? Yeah. So my mom worked with Celeste and Laura, and she bought an investment property with the little money that she had in her 401k. So we leveraged that. And so real estate is really important. Keeping people here, I think, is really important. I just had another friend move off island 2 weeks ago because she just cannot afford it. She wants to buy a house. She just right now cannot, So I want to make sure that we can protect what people are buying in terms of what I do. And on a stretched vision side, more generational, is I can start to teach them to teach their kids. Because what we know financially is based upon school. School don't teach us much, right? That's why I did 1-1 financial, and I helped a lot of people pay off debt and buy homes as well. And then also, what else do they teach us? And then what we learn is generation from generation, what our parents were taught, what they taught us, and they all did our best. So how can we level up from there? How can we teach our kiki? How can we plan for them as well when it comes to terms of growing money so that they have money for a down payment? We don't know what it's going to look like then, right, in the next 8 years. And even just a little bit will make a huge difference, because I wish I had something that my parents did for me for my down payment. I had to save $60,000 and I did it in like 3 months. Like, I don't know how, but when you put your mind to it, you really get it done. And so I want to help with that. And also, making sure retirement. So in terms now for more you guys rather than clients, what I do is I can help leverage, life insurance for retirement, where we have a guaranteed life income benefit to works very similar like a pension, which they outdid, right? Because people are living longer, companies cannot do that anymore. And so I can help people not be so blind with retirement. Hey, you want to have 50,000 at retirement? Boom, we got to be putting away this much money every single month to hit that goal, but there's flexibility there. And we don't have to even wait till 65 and a half. There's ways to leverage that for even down payments on a house and all of that. So I'm probably at my time, but I appreciate me being able to be here with you folks. I'm going to sit down and listen, and I hope to connect with some of you after, if you're still
Okay, so Sharice said she has cards and flyers that she's gonna give out. Yeah, okay. Cool. If anyone's interested, even on Zoom, we can connect you with Sharice as well.
insurance or financial.
What is yours? Sorry, okay, what does it say? Insurance, okay. So our mission statement, can someone volunteer to read that, please? Anybody?
I got you. Mission statement: to build careers worth having, businesses worth owning, lives worth living, experiences worth giving, and legacies worth leaving.
Isn't that an amazing mission statement, and to be part of such an amazing company that has a mission statement? Yeah, okay, next. Okay, so our Y for C2Ts, our belief system. Is there anyone in the room or on Zoom that any of these speak to them right now? Maybe they had an experience this week. Anyone?
Shout out to Sam for teamwork, for taking the meeting this morning and your leadership. I just appreciate you and all of you guys, showing up for each
Thank
other.
you.
Yeah.
Thanks for bearing with me, guys. Okay, so 6 personals perspective. Does anyone have anything that they would like to say on this? If not, I have something. So the one I wanted to focus on was be accountable. It's mine, I own it. I recently attended a KWYP course, which it was on the 6 personal perspectives, specifically be accountable. And what we had learned from there is if you are accountable, you seek reality. You acknowledge your reality, you own it, you look to find a solution, and then you get on it. Because that's what we need to do. And on the flip side of that is if we don't do that, then we become a victim. And we don't want to be a status quo person. So mine is be accountable. Does anybody else have anything on that? Okay.
Okay, moving from E to P.
Okay, great. So moving on. So can you tell I'm a D person? Nicole? Okay. Anything else? No, anything else? Oh, cause she.
It's okay, go ahead.
Okay, okay. No, we can go back.
There you are, you're back.
Right, so when you're talking about breaking through your ceilings of achievement, I'd like to give a shout out to Nalani, she just had her first. And first in anything can feel pretty stressful. And she went through it with grace and dignity and tenacity, and there she is. So knowing where not to give up, not to quit, to know what you're working on, making sure that it's productive time that's going to lead you to the outcome you want. So it's taking an entrepreneurial mindset, and putting in purpose and invention in your brief outcomes.
That's amazing. Congrats. Okay, so focusing on our KW Hawaii 1, who we are. We're the collective of all KW offices in Hawaii that collaborates and shares resources, systems, and trainings to benefit our agents and leadership. Next slide. So we have an app now. If you don't know, you do now. You can download it on the app platform. And keep in mind that you're first going to get kicked out. I don't know why. Do you know why, Sasha? Why?
It's a security.
It's a security thing, so you don't want everybody, you're having a party and everybody shows up at your house and they're not all invited. So the first time that you try to log in, it's going to take your credentials and validate you, and so then you need to try it again and it'll go through. That's to keep out people that are not a part of our organization from signing in and being able to use the platform.
Okay.
How many
Thanks,
of you guys
Teresa.
have it? Okay, your hand is not raised, go right now.
Okay, everybody do it right now.
Yeah, you just press the white one and they'll kick you out the first time and then.
I got it.
There you go.
Okay.
I'll just chime in there that we are phasing out with the internet, so we're going to be, at one point utilizing the app for all conference room reservations, training room, calendar, figuring out a way to house our office forms, everything like that. So we're just preparing for what's to be expected with once the internet phases out, so. Get on the app, get used to it, you're able to connect with your brokers, leadership team members, all through the app. So Carrie and Tyler are working really hard, they're the ones behind it, and so.
Holly, I have a question. So what's the app admins? Are we able to get them on as well?
Yes, so that would be something we can discuss with Carrie and, allowing them access to, moving forward.
And make sure you enable push notifications, so when we send out an alert, you get the alert.
Right.
Okay, enable push notifications to everyone so that you get it, you get the alert. The Pauhana events or maybe other events. Okay,
Well, and it should save on emails. So
Right.
You know, we all get all these emails that the ones that clutter up our email boxes,
Right.
right? And this is a way to.
Make
Make
announcements.
announcements and things without cluttering your email box.
okay, so now playing. We do have a YouTube website. It's www.youtube.com/@mc1002_admin. Write that down. So if you missed any of our meetings such as today, you can go to our YouTube page and rewatch. Okay. Next, we have. We have Be Bold in October 2023. So these agents committed to being bold. We want everyone to come to our bold. I mean, how many of you here has went to bold? I know I have. And has it helped you in your business?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Anybody want to speak on that? Miranda?
Yeah.
You know, I think bold is life changing as in not just business, but my personal life too. I've done a whole 360-degree life change since that bold. And one of my mentors is one of the bold teachers. And so I really connected with David Bernal. And so I love being able to message him, meet with him, he'll be like, hey, I'm flying over to the Big Island. Can you fly in and meet? So we get to, you get to really focus in on what's most important, and you're held accountable, and you can choose who you're held accountable to or with, but each bold is something different that you'll get. So I didn't hear anything the same from the first bold. I'm sure this bold, we all hear the same stuff in general, but what you need is what you're going to really focus in on. And so you can never go to too many of them, and it's definitely worth the investment. And, open your eyes up and let it change everything about you.
Great, thank you so much. I'm jealous. You get to see David?
I
I'm
tried
jealous.
really hard. We were on opposite ends of the island.
Wow.
I
Okay.
love him so much. He's doing an interview with me on August 3rd. So a live interview for one of his shows or Facebook Live or something. So.
Oh, congrats, cool. Okay, so we're moving on to our actually, we have, you guys, I forgot about this, $100 winners, so they've won, some have won $200, I believe. To Bold, and you have to commit in order to be entered into our $100 contest. Is that something, do you have any more details? on
Yeah,
that,
so
Sasha?
if you guys commit now, we need 40 to have it, right? And so the idea is, if you commit now, when we start our drawing, you're rewarded by committing early, because every week, as soon as we get Christine's okay prior to bowl. So it'd be, if we're doing October, so maybe up September, we'll start the drawings, and then every week we do a $100 drawing, and you stay in the drawing. So that's why Angela and Miranda, I think, both have $200 off so far. So commit now, and we'll get the details, and we're looking at offering a free payment plan too over a period of 3 months, so it's not a big hit. So, yeah, if you're, anybody ready to be bold in the room?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, no. I heard a yes over here.
I have a question, is this open to,
Yeah. Oh, look at my line. It's right there.
Rosalina, you're gonna go Bold?
Magdalena's already on this.
And then if you're on in Zoom,
I don't know. I think so.
You can bring
if you're on Zoom, say I am Bold, so that you can be entered into the drawing, right?
Yeah,
You
so
commit.
right now, if anybody wants, in addition to Rosalina wants to add, we can add an age list, so that when we start our drawing. Somebody else?
I have a question. Is it
Yeah.
open to outside agents as
100%.
well? So like insurance,
100%.
lenders?
Yep.
Or is it just real estate agents?
Yeah, no, you wanna fill the room.
Okay.
And other brokerages too.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
bro. So invite people to bold.
we don't know the exact dates, Bill. It's in October. We're getting confirmation. Oh, and here's some details. They did rewrite Bold too. Right, so it's a whole new.
What exactly, like, I don't understand the specifics of what exactly they mean.
So bold is really like a mindset course. I would say that's why it's open to,
Also, of course, that's what I was talking
yeah, it's a course. What is it like?
It's
8
like
weeks or
Ignite,
something like
what you're
that?
going through, it's like Ignite.
Right.
This is like
On steroids.
steroids.
One of the best things I've heard about Bold is that, you know, like you have Ignite that like tells you how to do stuff, but Bold, you actually get to practice and do it, you know, so you're not just spending like 4 hours like learning, you're actually working on your calls,
It makes you.
yeah, it makes you do it, yeah.
They
Or
say
you don't graduate.
40% of our company, 40% of our company business as of nationally comes from Bold. I mean, I've heard it stat like that, but Bold is what gets people into business.
It's usually on Fridays.
Yeah.
Or, I don't know.
And there's, I'm assuming, a fee to it, and
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, there's a fee. We'll get more
I don't know how
details.
much it is now.
going
It's like
forward.
$800 or $900, yeah.
And where is it?
But you'll typically, if you do the work, you'll end up with transactions either during Bold or immediately following.
Yeah.
It is,
Pays for itself.
it pays for
It's
itself.
basically real estate boot camp or
Yeah.
business boot camp.
That's a good way to put it.
and how long is it? So once every Friday, or?
Yeah, it's like Fridays for over a month.
8
We did 8 weeks.
Something like that, yeah.
And it's here, like you do it here? Like
We had
We
to,
don't have the details yet, right?
yeah, we had to rent a place in the mall last time, so maybe.
No, I mean, but on Maui, you don't.
Oh, yeah, you don't track.
No, no.
So it's a
yeah,
class.
Yeah, extended class.
Okay,
It's
we're
about
gonna
4
move on
hours.
to the Hawaiian culture and
Once
language. If you have any questions, you can ask Sasha after. Okay.
Okay, I'm in.
Yay, oh,
here's
RJ. So our brokerage, we really want to emphasize Hawaiian culture here. So we're making sure we're using the name, saying things in, well, at least trying our best to pronounce things respectfully and correctly and know about our culture. So RJ, could you please play that video? Jonathan, you have a question?
I just wanted to add one thing about Bold. In terms of who is Bold for, if you're not doing the transactions or you don't have the GCI right now and you're in this year that you want, it's a no-brainer. You should absolutely commit to Bold. And I'm saying this for all of us to talk to our fellow agents too, because it's basically like if you're feeling a little down, it's like the equivalent of the 5-hour energy drink. You just pop it and within, minutes, you're going to be alert and more focused. And just the statistics for Bold speak for themselves. Basically those that attend it and complete it, their GCI and transactions go up significantly. So that to me is the best reason. I've done it multiple times and I'm excited to do it again.
Thanks, Jonathan. Okay, RJ, could you please play the economics of poi?
Stores today, but it wasn't always so easy to get it. In this week's Aloha Authentic, Kamakapili tells us how hard it was to make in ancient Hawaii.
We all make use of our island roadways, but when was the last time you paid attention to their given names? Did you know you can learn more about Hawaii and our history if you did? Well, our weekly Aloha Authentic segment, we highlight various streets across the islands so we can dig into those names and in turn, learn something we may have never known before. This week, we learn a little about the economics of poi. In the Ahupua'a of Waipio, which lies in the moku of Ewa here on Oahu, stands a street with its name meaning labor or worker. We're talking about Limahana Street. In ancient Hawaii, kalo, or taro, was the staple crop brought to the islands in the canoes of the first settlers. But it wasn't cooked kalo that was preferred by Hawaiians. Instead, it was its pounded and diluted form known as poi. Stories share that the average consumption of poi per person per day was approximately 4.5 pounds. So to keep up with everyone's daily requirement of poi, production of the starch became the work of many hands. As an example, for a community of 1,000 people, it required the cultivation of more than 200 acres of land. To feed that amount of people, it's estimated 400,000 cuttings would have needed to be planted. In addition to that, over a year's time, approximately 1 million pounds of poi was required to be made. With the technique of hand-pounding kalo with a stone, it would have taken 250,000 hours to make that amount. So why was the laborious poi preferred rather than just cooked kalo? One possibility is the ability to preserve it. By storing kalo in its paste form in non-porous containers like wooden bowls or coconut shells, its shelf life could have been extended by weeks. Did you know? Now you do.
Wow, that's amazing. 4.5 pounds of soy every day. Pounds of balls. Okay. Thanks, RJ. Our 2023 Board of Directors, we want to highlight, we thank them for their contributions to our brokerage. Is anyone here would like to say something on their community? Who's here?
Aloha, I don't know if Bonnie's on this call. I think she's not. Joyce here with the Luxury Chair Group. We are doing an event on Wednesday, and I believe JR had emailed some information on that out. It starts at, I believe, 11:30 at Lani Keha. We're going to view a couple of Bonnie's listings and Dean Otto's listings on Wednesday. So if you're interested, come out and join us. It will be a fun, exciting learning event.
Say something on this, you guys, this is epic. Usually you have to have a pre-qualified buyer with proof of funds to get into these properties. Dean arranged the $15.995 million 4-acre estate that we're gonna get exclusive access. We're not inviting agents outside our company. And so if it were me, I'd want to get in there and see that. Bonnie has a $12 million one. It's gonna be an epic event, and then they're going for happy hour after at 2 o'clock somewhere, Bergamo or something.
The only thing that is, I would love to make that, but there's Michelle's class,
She actually, I did it.
Oh, that
yeah.
canceled? Oh, okay.
And so you guys all know on that.
She
Her
had-
father passed, so she, her birth father, so she had to go to his funeral. Yeah, so send her all the love that you can, but I would definitely go to that, instead of.
I mean, I signed up.
Okay, our next
Yeah,
slide.
yeah. Oh, also, sorry.
No, go ahead.
You guys, our board is absolutely incredible. If you just get in the room with these people, I sit and I learn every single time they meet. And, Sam.
Oh, we're meeting this Thursday at 11:30. I'm leading the meeting. It's just a coincidence.
Thank you. Yeah, and people can come. You're not allowed to participate and speak, but you could sit like any board and just observe. And we would love to have you there. You're hearing from the best in the business, and they share their tips and tricks and doing a deep dive into Steve Landing's business suite. So we'd love to have you guys there.
Yeah, you're just gonna take
11:30 Thursday. It's 2 hours.
And if I could talk about the Pauhanas were created right after COVID to get more people in the offices and face to face, because a lot of people, from quarantine and just not being out there were falling into depression, and obviously their businesses were affected. So it was created to hear what you guys needed for your business and just to talk stories, just to meet everyone, have a glass of a margarita, whatever cocktail, non-cocktail, whatever you wanted. And this last one we had, the Red Flags of Title Nestor, was really good because they were able to talk about the vacant land scams that are here in Hawaii, here on Maui. And I myself was reached out from a vacant land owner of Kula'io, and he said, this is all my information, and can you represent me? I'm sorry, I can't talk, I'm out of the country. Oh, so that's like a red flag right there. So right there, you know, if they don't want to give you any of their personal information, like phone call, and this is one of their biggest financial assets. If they're not gonna give you their phone number or schedule a Zoom meeting, that's a red flag. So, a lot what Agnes spoke about was about the vacant land scams. So they're just really good reminders, and if there's a topic that you guys feel you need more information on, just reach out to me, Teresa, or Nicole, and we'll put it on the calendar.
Thank you.
We also have upcoming, so it's gonna be on wealth building.
Yes, we have a slide on that.
Okay,
So our KWYP, is Jason on? Jason, are you on? Well, we have a event today from 12 to 1 on our command series. So we're wrapping that up this month. It's been pretty good if you don't know anything about command and you need help entering your contacts and all that. We're growing together, so it's been pretty good.
and
Yeah.
tell us about what YP is. You've got
Oh,
new agents.
KWYP. We're a young professionals division here at our brokerage. We are seeking to be the next leaders of, tomorrow. And we invite you all to come to this event.
And what's the age?
I don't want to discriminate the age.
Young in business, not an age.
Young at heart.
Young in business, not an age.
I know, that's
It
why.
only goes to 40, right?
Legally, to pass the door, you're supposed to be 40, but no one's checking IDs.
Under 40.
Yeah.
Under 40.
Okay.
They
Over
have
40
no
is.
age.
No age, yeah.
There's age requirements.
Okay, next.
For the law.
So our Ram Wishing Well, headed by Sarah Sorensen, we are collecting school supply donations. Where is it? Right here. I do have a list and I can pass around. I thought it was behind, but it's not.
Yeah,
No,
there it
it's
is.
not
There it
here.
is, it's behind. Is that it?
No, it's the line behind.
It's our mission. So our mission is to improve the educational experiences and opportunities of Maui County Public Schools, the students and teachers by identifying their specific wants and needs. So we then coordinate the requests with donors through monetary receipt of needed monetary funds, goods and services. So I have some examples of what you could donate. We have bins here in Kahului office and Kihei office. And the list is right here. And you
Even things like rubber slippers, they need, and you hear it longs or
maybe hasn't been
sometimes.
what's it called? You would be surprised that what they're asking for is baby wipes. Something that you wouldn't even think of.
And it's a tax write-off, you guys.
We do have a receipt that we can hand out you. There is a couple of us in our brokerage actually helping with this, not just me. So thank
And
you.
something I learned, I didn't even know, I have 3 kids, is if your child or someone's child goes to school without slippers, they can go to class, but they can't go into the cafeteria to eat lunch. So if you think about that child who doesn't have slippers, obviously they're poor and they need to eat lunch, but they are not allowed to go into the cafeteria. So I've heard, and I can't remember who shared the story, but they'll switch out slippers. So they will go in and out and share their slippers, so they can eat lunch. So Nicole just said that Old Navy has them on sale for 99 cents. Spend $20-30. And we're giving back and keeping it here in our community.
Right.
So.
Yeah.
Any
Thank you
size,
so much.
big sizes too, there's some big kids out.
Okay, so
And to date, we've almost donated almost $1 million worth of stuff in schools.
that's amazing. Oh, one more thing. So this morning, I had picked up these items from Target, did a Target order. Someone saw my post on my social media and said, hey, Sam, I'm in the mainland, but I want to donate. So they had put my name under the Target order and I picked it up. So it's easy, you guys. It's so easy.
And it really helps too. I just want to say, when I was single mom and the list for your kids to go to school is huge. And it keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And it's like a huge financial commitment to send your child to school. So it really helps.
We get direct requests from teachers asking for stuff, and we try to fulfill all those orders, so. Everything else, they run out of, like, parents buy the stuff, the kids run out during the year, right? Teachers gotta pay for that stuff when they get it from us, so.
Right.
I also forgot to introduce David and Janae. They're visiting from the Bay Area. Thank you so much. Great referral partners, introduce yourself afterwards.
Okay, I was gonna turn it, not fast enough. Okay, so next slide is our June 2023 top 20 agents. Sasha told me April was number 11
Yeah.
in our region.
This whole
Like that?
year, I mean, we have guys, new agents. She was not, when we pulled this, number 11 in our company. So if you're new, you can be on there. Yeah.
If
That's
you're old, you
amazing.
can too, but if you're old, you
Just
can be
don't,
on there
yeah,
too.
don't think it's not attainable, because it's exciting to see, I mean, look at, yeah.
Okay, our Ignite, it's going on right now, live classes
Last
daily. This is the last week. Okay.
And join us for celebrating their graduation at 9:30 on Friday. Gonna have a little party and honor our graduates, so.
where?
9:30 here, thank you. Friday.
9:30 here
On
on
Friday.
Ignite
Friday.
celebration.
Yes.
I know
Okay,
what
cool.
the next poll, or
Put it
the
in
next
there.
Ignite is.
I think it's gonna be October.
Okay,
I have to
the
look,
next
but
slide.
I'll let you know,
Maybe not during bowl, right?
but not during.
Yeah.
So this is the KW effect with Aaron Kaufman. This is via Zoom, July 25th, 1, 2, 3. So this, I believe, is what is it called? Yes, profit share.
Yeah.
Anything you want to say on that?
No, but it's a great way to learn how to build your profit share from the best of the business, yeah. And you want to like paid for this, so we get it for free.
I remember attending this and Aaron actually goes how, like, he breaks down the numbers as to if you did have someone under you and what that would look like. Because a lot of us, we don't know until we know, so attend that if you can. Okay, next slide is our case study. Okay, we took that one out. So no case studies, right? This week, just want to make sure that's canceled.
Can I just interrupt you a second? Was that Alan Kaufman, the profit share lecture? The
Yes.
Slide before?
Yeah.
He's awesome. It is the most entertaining session. So if you're like, really, do I want to go to a class on profit share? Yes, he's awesome. So please think about going. It'll help you a lot in feeling more comfortable about talking about us. And yeah, he's very inspiring.
Yeah, thank you. He's a great teacher.
Yeah.
Like, he's so like
Yeah, he's so right. Animated. and,
animated.
Yeah, fun.
Okay, so Joyce was talking about this event. That's pretty amazing, guys. 15.90. What is it? In Apili, Honolulu Ridge, 12995. Like Sasha said, you have to have a pre-approval to really be able to go in here, and they're inviting us. So if you can make it July 26th, 11:15.
One's Bonnie's, I believe. One's Bonnie's. Yeah.
Bonnie's and Dean's listing.
So we're meeting at the clubhouse in Lamikeha at
Yeah.
11?
Yeah.
How
11:15.
are we getting in? Because there's 2 gates.
They're gonna
That's
give us
why.
those.
What?
Your caravan in,
Caravan in?
so
Okay,
don't be like.
don't be late.
Yeah.
Caravan from the
And
clubhouse,
anybody's-
that wants to ride share, let us know. But there's 2 gates to get to the clubhouse.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll get the codes.
Oh, to
for
get
people who
into-
register.
Double gated.
We're still.
Okay, so the next slide is the Life by Design using the 411 Go system. This is a class by Randy Antonio. I took his class a couple times and I learned one gem every time. Just apply it once. It could be super overwhelming. But he literally tells you what he does. He's telling you what he does, and if you do it, you'll be successful. Anybody else taking this class?
I've taken it 4 times, highly recommend it, I'll take it again. It is always bringing something that you'll take in and take it to the next level. So if you haven't taken it, definitely take it, and if you have taken it, I suggest you take it again. We totally.
It's the new and improved.
New and improved.
He teaches it different every single time, so he has the core foundation and then new nuggets of what he's doing to apply to his business.
So we have the QR code, everyone. You can take a scan right now and register. Okay, so our next is Pauhana Corner. Did you guys want to expand on that, Nicole or Liza?
Well, it's the last one, which is gonna be here in Kahului for this month, which is the red flags of escrow.
Oh, isn't it? You guys did yours already?
We had it on this past Friday.
Oh, well, we got, okay, so there's nothing this Friday.
There's 5 weeks in this month.
That's what's throwing me off.
Yeah.
So next Friday, we'll be back in, Lahaina, we're gonna be doing wealth building, which you should definitely come and see. And if you haven't responded to your survey on the west side, you're gonna get a lovely conversation with Teresa. I hope you answered.
Please answer.
If not, that's okay. PA Kahului will be the week and the 3rd week after that. You should definitely come and see what options. And if you have a subject you want to talk about or hear about, let us know.
Awesome. Okay, Ali's gonna do the next few slides.
Yeah, just a reminder, if you're wanting to teach or host an event here in the Market Center, so please run that by myself and Sasha. We are just wanting to monitor that world-class training calendar, make sure no classes overlap or conflict. We do our best to make sure that that does not happen and we don't have unhappy people. Next slide, please. Oh, and we are celebrating our July birthdays today, so happy birthday to everyone who celebrate a birthday or is going to celebrate a birthday. Yeah, happy birthday. Thanks for being here with us. And we're welcoming our newcomers, Bowen, Shannon, and Tanisha. Bowen's here in the room. He's going to Ignite. So these are July new sign-ons. And does anybody have a bucket fill, or does anyone want to share story, situation that happened this month? Oh, someone's bucket.
Thank you for doing the last one.
Well, we have a couple bucket fills. We need to thank you, Sasha. You have been sicker than a dog and still showing up to work to keep us moving forward. And I really appreciate you and I appreciate your effort. And thank Keone for being.
Not sick as a dog.
I'm not.
Thank you for not being sick.
Negative, so.
Keone for always being that broker who goes the extra mile at 7 o'clock at night and we're still working through deals. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
And
Cannot say
9:30 at
enough.
night. And 10 o'clock at night.
Yeah, I don't do that to
Thank you.
I want to say something about Ally too, because she got sick a while ago and I was on her, like, you gotta take care of yourself, honey, and and it was rough. And easy to say, but not to do. And she's been calling me and just saying, Sasha, remember what you told me. Take care. And it was just so nice to have that. And I just appreciate the teamwork and your love and care.
I appreciate you.
Thank you, Ali.
And can I talk about something? I had a client, willing to match for the Maui Food Bank a donation up to $10,000. So what that means is, up to 10 grand, he's gonna match. So and I posted it on my social media, if you want to just forward that to your clients, it gives you a reason to touch and remind them of our KW culture. So yeah, let's get involved. During the summer, donations are down big time. And this is when, like, I host food distribution at Hala Makana, and during the summer, these lines are crazy. And last month, we ran out of food. And then I was like, why is the line so long? And one was because the kids aren't in school, they're not getting fed. So their homes are going through more food than usual. So anyway, a good way to touch your clients, remind them that we are part of the community. A lot of times I get calls from leads, and that's one of the first things they ask. They're like, are you really on Maui? And I'm like, yes, because we have a lot of ISAs out there that are virtual, in different countries. So anyway, a good way to talk to your clients and help our community.
I'd like to add one more thing. So Lee Praxis is having a medical procedure today. So this would be a nice time to give a shout out to Barbara and to Lee and just let them know that we're thinking about them, we're here for them, and that we appreciate them. They're super wonderful people, and I know that they've helped a lot of us. So just send them a text of support. Or call.
Thank you. Okay, we want to congratulate Randy Antonio for tapping. You guys. Right? So attend Randy's 411 class, guys, and also Carol Pu'u, who tapped. Congratulations. And Dale Harbaugh. So our mega agent camp is on August 15 to 16 in Austin, Texas. If you have not already done so, register. Last year, a lot of us went last year, and it was amazing. You get to network with other KW agents, make referral partners, and I believe Teresa has had an experience, right?
I got 2 really great referrals out of Medicare camp. Actually, I've got them out of family reunion too. Realtors buy property. This is a great time to meet people and who are looking at expanding their investment. So it's not only who they'll refer to you as a client, it's them as a client themselves and wanting to come in. And so that's been really exciting. I'm signed up. I think I'm going. You're going. Michelle Del Rosario is going. Anybody else going?
Jane Ford's going.
Jane Ford. No.
What is that? Jean, I'm sure.
Dean's going. I think Randy's going too. So if you haven't got your tickets, there's still time, and there's still decent hotel rates.
Well, thank you. Our next is our code of ethics. Keone, do you have anything?
Okay, so when you guys are sitting open house, how many people, when prospects come in, do you say, oh, are you working with somebody? Everybody should say, do this, because this is where this comes from. It's not only a good idea, but it is part of our code of ethics. I apologize, I don't have this up on the screen for the people on Zoom, but I'm in the audience, so it's bad.
You should have been here live.
Right, exactly. So Article 16, right? Standard practice 69, realtors prior to entering into a representative agreement have an affirmative obligation to make reasonable efforts to determine whether a prospect is subject to a current, valid, exclusive agreement to provide the same type of real estate service. So that's why you're doing it, and that's why other people should be doing it too, that are agents. And sometimes you run into those that have stolen your clients. And so you say, hey, did you ask them? And they say, no. And you say, well, that's a violation of Article 16.
You're new.
There you go. File your complaint. Send it to the Board of Realtors. That's all, folks.
Yeah, okay, Sasha has a couple of
Okay,
things.
and Keely can back me up on
We're
this.
pretty much done with.
Yeah, I just have
meeting.
2 things, and then, Keller Williams International just settled a $40 million lawsuit for some market centers around the country. There was a class action on the TCPA. So we are making a very concerted effort. All of our emails, you'll notice, will have a warning on them, because you have to check. Because now they're saying they're not gonna do that anymore. It's gonna be the responsibility of the agent.
They covered, corporate covered that. $40
Corporate
million
covers the
for
40
us.
million, but they
So-
don't anymore. What was that?
It was robocalling, basically, and they didn't scrub the list.
If
And
you do not
so
call us.
there was a class action of $40 million, which they, well, I don't know what it was for, but they settled it at $40 million, which is outrageous, but that's the world we live in. So, we're going to put together a class or a video. I think Chad's gonna do it from Oahu. Principal worker there, that will show you where to go to scrub your list, what number to call, what button to press, and all that kind of stuff. So stay tuned for that. We do have the list right now on our intranet, which is going away, so we're gonna find somewhere else for it to live. But make sure you guys are scrubbing those lists. If you do call somebody and they say, oh, I'm on the do not call list, you say, I'm very sorry, and you hang up. You don't say, well, but let me tell you about this new listing I got, right? So that's one defense, but they're getting it from those call centers, right, that you're paying for.
Careful. And then I wanted to celebrate Michelle as a listing and two coming up. So if you want to rock around. You want to speak and
Hi, did you wanna talk over here?
Oh, sure. Okay, hi, I'm Michelle, for those of you that I haven't met before. Anyway, so I just signed my first listing on Saturday. It's a 2-bedroom, 2-bath house with a permanent ohana in Kihei. 849. It is definitely in need of some TLC. It's a 93-year-old man lived in there, and it looks like a 93-year-old man lived in there. But it's a beautiful long driveway. The house and the ohana are both set on the left-hand side. He's got a beautiful mature tropical oasis of plants, a little small backyard. You can see views of the Haleakala from the backyard, and the outside area perimeter is wonderful. Yeah, so we're gonna go live on Thursday. Could be Friday. But Thursday is our goal. And yeah, so we'll be doing open houses this weekend and caravan next Tuesday. And I hope to see you guys come by.
Thank you. You have something you want?
Yes, Michelle has asked me to please get 20 more signatures before tonight at 5 o'clock. We have to have it turned into RAM so that she can get on the ballot for president-elect.
She's telling you. Oh, I can do it now.
So anyone that's not signed, that's in the room, let's definitely do it. And then I'm headed to Kihei. So if anyone's gonna be in Todd's office or our Kihei office, or you know anyone, I will meet you wherever in Kihei. Because I need to have this turned in for her, copied and everything by 5 o'clock today at RAM. So it would mean a lot. She can't do it herself because she is heading to the main.
Okay, thank you, Miranda. Thank you. Rosalina has some great news. She wants to share with everyone on the event. Come on, Rosalina. No, yeah, no, we need to show the flyer.
Gotta go to the front,
Stand up.
get out of your comfort zone.
All right, guys. Guess what Thursday is?
What?
Caravan Day.
Oh.
Caravan Day. I'm gonna see all you guys, right? So it's an ohana. You guys can see, okay, ohana open house. It's hosted by me, Latasha, designer stager. I don't know if you guys know. And Mandolia Laura Mandolia. I know you guys know her. She always brings good food here. So you're gonna be hosting, and 5 other listing agents will be participating. So you asked, why should I go, right? Well,
Why should we go?
Well, Latasha will be making her serving her homemade smoothie. Yeah, that's enough, right? On my listing, excuse me. Yeah. We're giving away door prizes. I'm giving away $100
gift card to Ruth Chris Steakhouse. For those that visit all 5 of the listing. So I know that's not the reason why you're going, right? Because you just want to come and see my listing, right? So-
It's awesome, you guys. If you haven't been in it, it's a great listing. I don't know why it hasn't.
What time is this?
Because it's green. That's cool.
Is this during Central Caravan?
Central Caravan from 9 till 11. However, this Thursday.
But every house is doing $100.
Yeah.
I'm
what Laura
not
said.
too sure. I don't quote me on that.
Yeah,
because-
Laura
But I
said-
know I'm giving the.
Yeah, Laura said each house is doing a drawing for $100.
Great, it's good. I'll be there.
But I believe the catch is you have to go to each
Yes, you have
of
to
the
go to
house
And you can start at any house, any house.
and get their signature.
Yes, signature, sticker, whatever,
Wow.
smiley face. Or $500. Okay, so I'll see you there, 9 to 1 online. I'm not sure what the rest are, but do come before you go to Samantha's meeting at 11:30.
And there's 20 people online right now. If you guys can connect with Miranda to sign today, that would be amazing.
Just text me
Yeah.
and I'll meet you wherever.
Do you do DocuSign?
We
No.
can. It's
See,
got
what?
my nurse can,
So you guys could meet her at the here or the key.
I'm in Cabo Louie till 12. Then I'm headed to Kihei until 4 o'clock.
Okay, we got it. Does anybody else have a listing or a buyer's need they wanted to share here or on Zoom?
One more time, because you guys haven't seen me enough today. I'd like to see it.
I'm sorry, who are you?
I'll stand up to
Yeah, what is your name?
I'd like to mention the listing that I have. It is a restaurant and we lowered the price to $275. So it's not just for chefs, it could be anyone that's in the restaurant industry, anyone that's looking for a great ROI. You guys would be shocked at the numbers on this. They're fantastic. And it's over 1,000 square feet. So you get the restaurant, the patio, you get the food prep area, the catering area, the storage area, and a pseudo apartment. And the lease is $2,700 a month. That's it. So make sure, reach out. She's asking for anyone to bring whatever offer you have forward and she'll consider anything at this point.
Thank you. I would like to talk about my listing on the west side. If you have buyers looking for vacation rentals, it's zones for such at Kulakani. It's oceanfront, 1 bedroom, 1 bath, listed at $799.
Gorgeous place.
Yes, come by. We have our KW agents hosting open houses pretty much every day.
The view is outstanding. It just truly is amazing.
Awesome.
Only during the day.
Anybody else? Okay, I have a
You at
listing.
night.
305 E anyway, we reduced it 100,000. So we have 4 showings today and hopefully something comes out of it. But I just want to let you guys know if you have any buyers to get in now before the 4 showings today.
What is it?
It is a 4-bedroom, 3.5 bath in Makalau.
And the new list price is how much?
999. Never mind. Okay, thank you, mahalo.
Justin.
everyone.